Turn off lock screen. Okay, so now we are about to prep for print. Open this, which allows us to open the smart all the way up and let it stay there. It needs to go under this button. So pull that back out. So it goes under that silver bar there. Take up rail. I'll get that pushed back to the later. And we are going to go into the actual shaker part. That then goes here. There we go. Now I will take our heat tape dispenser and that will act as our paperweight to hold that there. So that we can close everything back. After I close the big white one first, then we'll close this guy. Cool. Then the switch for this is going to be over here. That's going to turn on the heat and take up row. And then that will turn on our shaker part. And then when we're ready for it, just make sure our take up row go forward or back. But we want the switch up when we're ready. And so this part's already taken care of. I am going to tape our lead, which is that sheet I just pulled through the shaker, the way I did, to our actual main printing piece. But I will advance our printing piece first with this button here. Down obviously is going to mean forward, so we're going to scoot that up until it meets. Cool. Advance it just a little bit more. Set this one to advance. And we'll bunch that inside the machine. That's what happened. Alright. So we got that out. Down to where it's there. Like so. Try to get it even. And then I am going to take that. It's basically however secure you can get it. So now we've got everything printing. Things to watch out for while printing. You want to make sure that white thing that I was telling you earlier that tells this when to shake and when to pull. You want to make sure it is always lit under. I did just have to fix it. It will pop out sometime. Also, you want to make sure the bar is not scraping your print, that silver bar. Sometimes when you take the lead to it, you might have it take a little off and it causes crinkles. Other than that, we just want to make sure our prints are coming out. We want to see the banding, everything's going. Our take-up rail is actually doing its job, which is pulling it through to here, everything like that. Once we get a print through, we will show you what the back of a print should look like and make sure the powder is melting successfully. As we come here, you can see the glossy texture there. That's what you want to make sure it looks like when it comes through. When it is actually being coated, you'll see it look more like a rough, sandy texture. You want it to look globby like that. It'll let you know that it's done. And then that sound is our printer is done printing. There we go there. Okay, as we can see, everything is now done printing. It is time to advance it. and slowly let it pull through until we get it all on the take up reel. So first thing I'm gonna do is come over here, and we're gonna hit the down arrow on this thing, and we're just gonna try to get it to where, at least me personally, I'm gonna get it to where it's blank media up until about here, and then we'll hit cut. So yeah, up until we get to the roller, and then we'll hit cut. That's where we're going to get the end of the media to. A little bit past that. So here we're going to advance. I'm just going to do it slowly because we still have the shaker operating. As you can see, we don't want to go too fast because then stuff won't dry / melt as far as our powder situation. So I'm keeping. We're almost there. Like I said, I'm going to see to the edge of the roller there. There we go. And then after that, we can hit our cut button. It's going to say, hey, do you want to cut on a timer, or do we want to go ahead and just hit cut now? I'm going to go ahead and cut it now. And then just so this thing doesn't go all the way through, you're going to catch it. There, so it doesn't just slip through when I cut or trying to pull itself through. That's all I would do. Obviously, do be careful leaving your finger here too long because the thing that the print is resting on is warm / hot. So, that's the cut. I'm going to hold that center and just leave that just like that. And there we go. And then all we're going to do is periodically let a little bit slip on by like it's still printing. So you get it all the way through. Let go and let it sit for a little while. Just want to make sure everything's melted. Everything looks like it's melting. Prints look like they came out right. Probably missed some edges on this one for sure because our powder wasn't all the way even. As you can see how it goes kind of bumpy then smooth. That's where that bar was more than likely scraping. That's the stuff you want to watch out for. As well as other little random printing errors out of that. Advanced it like that until it's all the way through to the ticket. For the most part, I've gotten it all the way through. Like I said, just easing it in little by little. So we're at the final bit here. What I did to make sure that that doesn't just get pulled straight through right off the bat is we went ahead and shut off our roller. Kind of just give it time to let what I did just what is under the now to melt. After that, I will come back here now periodically and turn on this. This is just my technique to do it. If you've got a better way, feel free to do it your better way. If you've been shown a different way, feel free to do it the way you've been shown. But yeah, this is how I get the last of the print through to the take-up reel here for the DTF.